Hello, my name is Scott Neigh, and this is my YouTube channel. Well, maybe it's my YouTube channel. See, I first started experimenting with video about a year ago. I'm involved in another project that required me to learn a bit about very basic skills in terms of using a camera, in terms of editing software and that kind of thing. And I thought that one useful way to do that might be to make some videos of my own and post them to YouTube. So I made a handful of book review videos, which are still up here. You can go to the channel and browse them if you're interested. And I thought that while I was doing that, I would kind of assess whether or not it was something that I wanted to keep doing. And what I came up with was, yes, I was enjoying it. Yes, I liked the challenge. Felt like it was kind of useful. It's not entirely clear if anyone would be interested in watching them, but it was still a satisfying process to make them. But they took too much time. And I decided, with a certain amount of regret, that I would just set it aside and maybe think at some later point about coming back to doing that kind of thing. So fast forward a year. I don't have any more time than I had a year ago, and in fact I could probably make a good case that I have a little bit less time now than I did then. But I have decided provisionally to come back to this work. Part of what's inspired me is in the last few weeks that other project that I mentioned has involved getting back to doing some of the video components of that. So it's been on my mind a little bit. But really, it's because I came to a realization a couple of weeks ago that I'm bored. Now, most of the other things that I'm involved with these days are big things. One is kind of a recurring, very time-intensive weekly thing. The others are multi-year projects that I'm sort of in the early stages or middle of and won't be done for a long time. And I don't know if you've been involved in making things in that kind of an environment, but no matter how committed you are to them, no matter how important you think they are, at a certain point in the middle, when it looks like it's going to go on forever, especially if that's all you're doing, it gets boring. And that's what's been happening. I've been feeling bored with that work. Not that I want to stop doing it, but it just isn't as satisfying as I would like it to be. So what I've come up with is that even though I don't really have time to do it, I'm going to go back to doing some playing around with video. Now, I have a few things in mind that I might do with this channel. One is booktube-ish things. I have enjoyed watching booktube videos for quite a while. I like to read. I don't necessarily read as prolifically as some of the people who are hardcore into making booktube videos, but I read enough to be able to talk about things. So some of the videos that come along with booktube, some of the kinds of videos, will be things that I think I will make. The occasional book haul, the occasional wrap-up. I often write quite lengthy written reviews of some of the nonfiction that I read, so I think I might do video versions of those, similar to what I did a year ago, but not necessarily quite the same. So some of that. I also have it in my head that I might do what I'm kind of thinking of as work in progress videos, where I talk briefly about some element of what I'm working on, whether that's a particular problem that I'm trying to solve, or whether it's an overview of, this is what I need to get done this week, or whatever. Not that I have any illusions that anyone in particular is going to be interested in hearing about that, but I think it'll be a useful exercise for me. And this is the internet, so there are all kinds of people interested in all kinds of different weird stuff, and who knows, there might be people interested in hearing me talk about my work. So I might do some videos like that. And there are other possibilities as well. I do occasionally write blog posts, sort of analysis, op-ed kinds of blogging. So when I do that, I may do videos to go along with that. And what I'm particularly interested in when it comes to that kind of video is I think I could maybe use the fact that I'm starting off with the intent of making a video of whatever it is that I'm writing to push myself to do the writing differently. We'll see what comes of that, but it's an interesting possibility. And there are other things that I might do with the channel. Part of what's inspired this, I had already made the decision to start doing some of this kind of video, and then unexpectedly last week I had an opportunity to make a video of a grassroots political action that I was involved in. It was a protest around a pipeline expansion project that's pumping tar sands oil in the city that I live in. And I had never done a video like that before, and it was a lot of fun. So I don't know that that will be a regular thing, but I certainly enjoyed that process, so it might happen again soon. I've also had some provisional conversations with a friend of mine who is much more experienced at video things than me about something that we may end up doing together, although we'll see if that actually happens. But anyway, those are the kinds of things that I would like to do, and we will just see what I am able to do, what I feel inspired to do over the next little while as I work away on the various other things that I need to work away at. So as I said, my name is Scott Neigh. If you're interested in following along on this journey, on this experimentation, please click like and hit subscribe down below. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be back again soon with another video.